Welcome to this segment of the Philosophical Farmer. We're here today at the Arnold Family Farms Store. We're going to be talking with Randy Arnold, the owner of the store. He's got a real farm-to-table business here. He grows strawberries here. He grows pumpkins here. He raises his own beef here, and they're all sold here in the store. And in addition to that, he has a lot of other products too, but we're going to enjoy this time together with him, learning about this business and how he's grown it over the years.
I took a look around years ago and for strawberries, and the elderly had quit growing strawberries. So I saw a need for strawberries in the community. I say we're a community service, not here for money, I guess, but there was a need for strawberries. There was a need for some other produce in the area, so we started growing strawberries. And then by becoming friends with some other farmers in the area, we saw they had a store, so we decided to put us in a store. And that was 10 years ago. It has evolved a lot. We've added on, and it's doing real well now. Like I say, we grow strawberries, 5 acres of that, have in our store, and then we'll grow pumpkins and fall items, tomatoes and things of that nature. But with strawberries, I don't have time to grow everything. We run our cow-calf operation, I bale hay. We have our own meat in our store. We've started that about 3 years ago. The calves are born here, raised here, grain-fed. All the hay, grain-free, fresh water they can eat and drink, taken well care of. And that has become a big part of our market is the meat. Everyone seems to like it, and trying to keep up with that. The first year, some days we'd have 10 customers. During strawberry season this year, there's nothing to have 220, 250 customers a day. And now we'll have some days with 150 customers, normally 70, 80, something like that. It's a pretty good day. But when we have something new in, getting the blackberries in, the peaches in, something new, the peas now. When watermelon started, then you start getting more people looking for that. We take orders ahead of time for things like our strawberries, our corn, our peas and stuff. So we know that we already got so many bushels of peas sold or so many gallons of blackberries sold before we ever get any. Fun on the Farm, we started with Alma's kindergartners for a half a day. And they had, we pick strawberries. We had the fake milk cow with Farm Bureau. There was 7 different stations. They get to see the beef calves that I'm fattening up and learn where their food comes from. And there's all the forestry service and the beekeeper, and tell them all of that. And it grew to 1 day, it grew to 2 days, and it grew to 3 days. And I said, okay, that's about it, because it's right in the middle of strawberry season. But, we had nearly 800 kids out here this year. We kind of run out of room in some ways. The parents don't get to come anymore as much. But, we have so many volunteers. FFA students come out and help run the different sessions we have, and we get feedbacks from the teachers, and they love it. And during the pandemic, we kind of didn't have a lot show up. We had to cut it back, some did, but now we're back into full 3 days, and I'll have the farm ready and get everything set up, and they get to go out. And we used to let them pick their own berries and put them in that. Well, for time and all of that, we pick their berries for them and put them in the container that they can pick in the field and eat while they're out there, and learn, what color the berry. You snap a berry. Don't pick the white flower, because that is a bloom, and it'll be a berry in 30 days. We teach them, and we may next week or two have some students come back with their parents, and you can hear them, don't pick the white flower, don't pick the green, so they're learning where their milk comes from. That is the big thing, is to, showing the youth where their food comes from, how we produce it in a safe, healthy way. And so we used to, at first we could take them in the chicken house the first few years, and then that stops. We just have some chickens out and teach them how long, it takes an egg to hatch and all that, and they learn. We have some goats, sheep from the neighbors, bring them over, and like I say, the fake milk cow they get to make. So they have a good time out here.
Thank you for tuning into this segment of the Philosophical Farmer. We've had a great time here today at the Arnold Family Farms Store talking with Randy Arnold, the owner. I really was struck by the fact that in spite of how hard they work day in and day out to provide goods and services to this community, they also have a heart for the community, for the schools, for the kids, and they provide programs that give education to help kids know where their food comes from.